And we're in my kitchen again. Hey everyone, so it's been a minute since I have done an actually produced video. So I thought I would do a weird kitchen, even though this isn't technically a weird kitchen because all I'm doing is making a pizza. But here's the thing, cartoon food always looks so darn good. And I've always wanted, it's always been this dream of mine to recreate cartoon food, like make it look just as appetizing in real life as it does in a cartoon. And today I found out how to make the amazing Goofy Movie pizza. Oh, if you were a 90s kid like me, you grew up on 90s Disney, and the Goofy Movie was one of those things, and you wanted to eat that pizza. You wanted to eat it so bad. And today, we're theoretically gonna make it. So we're gonna start by making the actual pizza dough. So to make pizza dough, we need flour, which I pre-measured out because I wasn't sure if I was gonna have enough flour. I literally have just enough for not only the recipe, but just in case I need to flour the outside. Salt, olive oil, dry active yeast, and warm water, which clearly I have just coming right out of the faucet, so I didn't need to worry about that. So to start, we need to proof the yeast by putting the warm water, sugar, and yeast into the bowl. A mixing bowl. I'm hoping this is enough. I don't know what happened to our biggest bowl, but it's not here anymore. So for this, I need 1 cup of warm water between 105 and 110. I'm not gonna worry necessarily about making it exact. I'm just gonna make warm water. This is a new faucet, so I'm actually not sure which direction is warm water and which direction is not warm water. So welcome to how well I know my kitchen. I also realized I don't have any wine. You know what? While we're waiting for that to do its thing, let's get a glass of wine. Because delicious. So, vino. That's what I'm talking about. Vino is good for the soul. That's definitely warm water. Perfect. Need a cup of it. And then I need a tablespoon of both sugar and dry yeast, which of course the tablespoon's in there. Do I have another? I think I'll just wash it. We've got our sugar, tablespoon of that, and our dry active yeast. Just gotta proof it to make sure that it's still alive. If I can open it. Oh, there we go. Which, being that it's brand new, it should be still alive. So now we have to let that sit for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes and let that proof. And hope that the yeast is still alive, because if the yeast is not alive, I have to run to the grocery store and get more active dry yeast. Yikes. All right, now this is open, this has to go in the fridge. So it can stay alive if it is in fact alive. You know what else I want right now? A pickle. Trust me, I am absolutely not pregnant, but I just need a pickle at the moment. And by trust me, I'm not pregnant, I haven't had a boyfriend in 5 years, so I should also be preheating the oven to 450. So after that, we're gonna be adding the olive oil and gently stir to combine. So that is our next step. I'll catch up with you in 5 minutes. We have success. We have living yeast. It is all foamy at the top, so that's amazing. I'll use my phone to do a little bit of B-roll to show you what that looks like here. My brand new yeast, which theoretically should absolutely be alive is in fact alive. So, as stated before, our next job is to put in the olive oil. And so we need a tablespoon of olive oil. So that's simple. Got my olive oil right here, and a tablespoon of that goes in with the wet ingredients. I'm gonna need that again. Oops. So then we need to gently stir that to combine. So we just want to grab something to stir that with and just gently stir in that olive oil. Next, we need to do 2 cups of flour and salt. Definitely wasn't 2 cups of salt. That's the teaspoon. Okay, that's worded very weirdly. I need to clean this again. Now, 2 cups of flour. I have 2.5 actually. And salt. Mix with spatula until a ball forms. So we need the 1 teaspoon, not 2 cups, that's worded really weird, of salt, and then our 2.5 cups of flour. This is where I'm hoping that we can fit everything in. And it says to use a spatula, so where is this my only rubber spatula? No, I have my favorite rubber spatula. I love when that happens. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put in the flour, and we have to keep mixing. Oh yeah, this should be fine. Okay, perfect. Then we just keep mixing until a ball forms. So let's get to mixing. And that's done preheating, so hooray. This should only take like 20 minutes to make this type of recipe, so there's obviously not a lot of raising that has to be done. Considering I'm using literal yeast, that surprises me a little bit. I figured that they would have me use floof powder, baking powder. It's just how one of my favorite TikTokers says it. But they are not. They're making me use real yeast, so I shouldn't say real yeast, but baking powder also floofs things up. So yeah, so there's that. I might just get in there with my hands and like mix it that way because this is not working for me. God invented hands for a reason, or whatever your belief system is. We don't judge on this channel. It's sticky. That's why I held back some flour just in case I needed it. See what I did there? That's a terrible pun. You are able to unsubscribe, but please don't unsubscribe because I want you here. But I understand if you are completely and utterly offended by that pun. I was offended by that pun, but my mother would have laughed because my mother is offended by nothing other than everything except for puns. Okay. I'm kidding, Mom. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, see, this is much easier than using the freaking spatula. Let's stay family friendly on this channel from now on, shall we? Okay. So I've certainly used choice language before, but not today. I am also kind of needing it at the moment. I hope that's okay. Just because I've got stuff at the bottom that's just not wanting to stick, so I'm just like kind of pounding it in, hoping that it just starts sticking to the dough. But considering it's dough, I can't imagine kneading it is a problem. So there's that. Okay. I think everything that's gonna stick to the dough is currently sticking to the darn dough. That flaky stuff that's just at the bottom of the bowl, I think that's just gonna be there. Okay. So let's make this a ball as requested. Maybe. It's kind of making it's not a pretty ball. It's definitely not pretty, but you know, it's a ball. The dog might start barking, FYI. He's fine. He's downstairs in his crate. Cranky that he's not up here with me. Okay. Transfer to a floured surface and knead into a smooth dough. Okay. So that's easy enough. Let me clean this workspace just a little bit first. I'm glad, now that it says that, I am very glad that I held back some flour for apparently what is the kneading process. Excellent. And then we're gonna take some of the flour and we're gonna put that down. And I just need to spread that out. And then, boop, and then we just need to knead it. Simple enough. Knead that dough. Knead it. Knead it until it is soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off at this point and continue kneading, and I'll check back in with you when we're at the next step. Okay, so I have kneaded it. Now we're going to roll it out. It says to roll it into, like, shoot, I wish I had a little bit more flour to help with the rolling. Okay, there we go. To roll it into the desired shape, but there's one more step that I'm gonna take at this point that is not in this recipe, and that is the secret to making that pizza look the way that it does. So for right now, what I'm gonna do is get this rolled out. Then we're gonna add the secret ingredient, and I'm very excited for it. And then we'll do it again. And I hope this works the way that TikTok said it would. I'll put the original video down below. Since I'm not using an actual recipe from TikTok, just a concept, that's why I didn't give credit right away, but I'll put the concept down below. Okay, now we have a pretty decent sized crust here. And now the secret. We're gonna take some mozzarella cheese, maybe. Open! Thank you. And we're gonna put that smack dab in the middle of the crust, the whole gosh darn bag. Bitches. It might have been a little too much. I might hold some of it back, actually, now that I think about it. I think I'm gonna hold some of that back. Because I can put some at the top of the pizza too. Okay, that's more reasonable. I'm holding about half the bag back. Okay. Then we're going to fold top to bottom and side to side. Oh, to create a nice little bed for this mozzarella cheese. And then we're gonna roll it back out. Oh, beaches. I'm so excited. I love how I was like, I'm gonna be more family friendly on this channel, and I keep saying bitches. Bitches. So excited for this. I'm so excited, I don't even care that I'm technically off center. Don't even care. Look at me not caring. Oh, there's some air in there. That is for sure. It's all right, we're getting it out. Keeps flatulating. I wanna make it a little bit larger than this because this is not a lot. So I'm hoping this can be enough for 3 people. Okay, this is working out. This is working out better than I was expecting it to, so hooray for me. Okay, should I try tossing it? Now we need a pizza stone. Now we're just gonna initially cook, or initially bake, I should say, bake the crust. So I'm gonna plop that down, and actually that's actually a perfect size because it's about the size of the pizza oven. The pizza stone. So now we're gonna toss this in the oven on the lower rack. I think it said for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. All right, so I will see you guys again in 5 minutes whilst this does its initial cooking, and then we're going to create the actual pizza toppings on the pizza. Okay, the pre-bake is done, so let's pull out our pizza dough. One thing I forgot to do was poke holes in the dough. So I did do that off camera because I remembered to do that, just so we didn't get any air holes, air pockets in there. And it did rise a little bit, so that's good. Okay, now, Melissa, don't disown me. I still think I deserve to be your friend. I just don't have time or energy to also make pizza sauce. So I just got my favorite pizza sauce, store-bought pizza sauce. Please, Melissa, do not disown me. Okay, now, if you know anything about me, you know, growing up, eating pizza was basically just eating bread with pizza sauce and then whatever toppings I wanted, because I couldn't have cheese because I've been lactose intolerant my entire life. And so we found out when I was 4, so cheese was out of the question. Cheese pizza was out of the question. So for me, pizza needs to have a lot of sauce. That's just my thing. I understand that not everybody is like that. So we're gonna use a lot of sauce. So yeah, I like a lot of sauce on my pizza. If it doesn't have a lot of sauce, it just tastes like cheese bread to me. And since this is already gonna have so much gosh darn cheese, I need to combat that with a whole lot of sauce. So do not be alarmed with how much sauce I am putting on this pizza. Okay, maybe just a tiny bit more. Okay, I've seriously used almost half of this. I need a lot of sauce, friends. Don't judge me for the amount of sauce that I need on my pizza to make it appear to be pizza. That's your sauce. Don't disown me, Melissa. Okay. Now, I'm gonna wash my hands first, I promise. Well, Mexican style, and then some more of this mozzarella. We're gonna lay that down on top. So, I'm gonna start with some mozzarella. I'm gonna layer it just a little bit, so I'm gonna just start with some mozzarella and just put that around. Nice little layer of that. And then we're gonna do some of this Mexican style. Oh my goodness, why are these bags so hard? Open! Open, please! Open! Okay, I'm just gonna use the scissors. Do we have a scissors? I feel like we have a scissors somewhere. What happened to all of our scissors? We used to have like 6 in that drawer. God, why is this so hard? I'm a grown-ass human being who is a weightlifter and a martial artist. Dang it. You will not best me, cheese. Oh my God, this is seriously impossible. Where is there a scissors? Friggin' ghost keeps taking our stupid stuff. It's taking all of our scissors. And yes, I do believe this house is haunted. Found it. Got it. By a ghost that keeps taking our stuff. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. Because our stuff just keeps randomly disappearing, and it's weird. I've got some stories. All right, now we're gonna switch back to the mozzarella and switch back to the Mexican style. Can somebody answer me in the comments what makes something gourmet? Because this might be a gourmet pizza, I don't know. Is this a gourmet pizza? It's not real pizza, because I know Melissa is going to tell me that in the comments. This is not real pizza. I use too much sauce for Melissa's taste, I'm sure. her very proper Italian. I am a Norwegian, okay? I don't know what that means when it comes to pizza, but it's gotta mean something. Okay, it's probably enough cheese. I mean, you can still see a lot of sauce, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, let me just try to spread it around just a little bit since this is kind of an oblong shape. All right, we did the thing. Now I'm just gonna make a basic pepperoni pizza. Okay, you say tear here. Oh, that was easy. Okay, easy enough. Okay, or not. Okay, but now I can't. What is happening? What is my life, y'all? What is my life? I don't even know what my life is at the moment. I don't. What is my life? I can't open it. I still can't open this. I already told me to tear. And it's still like, nope. Okay, here's the fork I used to poke the crust. Why are you making it so difficult for me to get in here? That is my question. I think I got it. Oh my God. I think I got it. Yes. Okay. Now, pepperoni. And of course, I'm gonna eat one. Okay. So we're gonna just put down the pepperonis. That's a good looking pizza. I mean, it's really weirdly shaped. That's a good looking pizza. Again, aside from the oblong shape, that's a good looking pizza. I'm gonna put a little bit more cheese, I think, down on top. So I do think I'm gonna put a little bit more down on top just to cover the pepperonis just a little bit. So nice little run over with the mozzarella. And a nice little run over with the Mexican style as well. Perfect. All right, now this goes back in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes or whenever the crust looks brown. Not brown, but like golden brown, right? So, you know, what a pizza would normally look like. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back in the oven. We're gonna start with 15 minutes and see where we're at in 15 minutes, and then we will decide from there if we need a little bit more time. But I'll check back in with you guys in about that amount of time. My parents are now in here and now it's weird. So 15 minutes was perfectly fine, so I'm gonna pull the pizza out and we're gonna take a look. And I'm hoping this works the way I want it to, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be real sad. Ugh. Look at that delicious pizza. Whoa, almost dropped it. Gosh darn it. I need my phone. Wait, it's in my pocket. Take a photo for the thumbnail. All right, now it's a matter of cutting it open. I am terrible at cutting pizza. So I've cut enough that I'm hoping if I pick up these two, if I pick up one of these slices, it's kind of hot. All right, I'm gonna pick up one of these slices and we're gonna hope to see, no, it didn't do it. Nope, that pull is not there. That makes me sad. Darn it. TikTok lied to me. All right, but I'm sure this is still going to be a delicious pizza regardless of TikTok lying to me. So let's go ahead, give it a little bit of a taste, even though it's still really hot. What? What? Out of here. It's even worse having you watch this. I'll grab just one of these little ones. Oh gosh, it's hot. Okay. I mean, it's still good. So I'm still impressed by the fact that I made a pizza completely from scratch, except for the pizza sauce. But I'm sad that the pull didn't work the way I wanted it to. How anticlimactic. Anyway, that's all right. I'm gonna cut the video off here so I can finish making dinner, and so my family and I can eat. If you guys want to see the last cooking video, I did right here. And then if you guys want to see all the cooking videos that I've done, you guys can click right here. Click here to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all next time. And my mother is still watching me.